And you know, I have Steppin with Marcus J live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. Thank y'all to everybody that's been listening to us tonight as we proceed to close out the show tonight. Of course, we like to go around the room and get into our rants and get into our closings. Of course, we affectionately referred to him throughout the night as the teenager. Of course, this is Tony's son, Amiri, the teenager. What you got, young fella? How you want to close out your debut tenure on Ain't No Half Step on Marcus J? Anything you want to say?
I just want to say thank you for having me, and this has been great. And to remind everybody that to basically stay aware and be careful, take care of yourself, and have a good night.
I can dig it. Ain't No Half Stepping with Marcus J. A lot of wisdom coming from the young fella, and I appreciate you being here. And of course, I appreciate your mom who's grabbing the mic right now. Miss Tony, it's time for you to close out the show with your rant and your closing. Anything that you want to say, my sister, what you got?
Yes, great show as always. I sure missed you. Yes, it was a delight having my baby here, and I did not expect at all that he would participate in the discussion. So he threw me for a big loop, and I just appreciate it, and I'm very proud of him, and big ups to everybody, and yeah. It's almost school time. Woo! Oh, sorry. Love you.
We got one of you happy and one of them you making the frown face. Ain't No Half Stepping with Marcus J live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. We appreciate everybody who has been listening to us tonight. We appreciate those folks who have listened to the show on TuneIn, of course. Thank you to those folks who have checked into the website, www.legacyinternetradio.com. Much love to you. Thank you to those folks that have listened to the podcast on YouTube. It's because you guys continue listening to us every single week. That's why we do this, y'all. We're doing this for y'all, so we appreciate that. Special thank you goes out to everybody that participated in the show tonight. Our listeners, Hakeem and Katrina checked in with us. Our brother said checked in. What up, bro? Checked in. Michelle K checked in. Special thank you to the young brother, young Amiri, young teenager who checked in with us live in studio, and his mom, Miss Tony, who joins us every single second Monday of the month. Of course, we got some thank yous to our brother K-Dub, who joined us live from Atlanta, GA, by way of Jersey City, New Jersey, our hometown. And very special thank you to our special guest from the first segment, our sister Grace Gilliam. She is a singer, she is a songwriter, she is an actress and entertainer who joined us, and we played her song, Remember How to Love, which was written by our sister Angel Scott. So special thank you to those sisters for joining us here, as well as we do at this point of the show every single week, profile a missing and/or exploited child. Tonight we are looking for Quanta Johnson. Quanta Johnson is a young black male who is missing from right here in Richmond, Virginia since July 10, 2015. He's 12 years old. He stands 5'6" and weighs 100 pounds. He was last seen on July 10, 2015 wearing a black shirt and black shorts. If you have seen young Quanta Johnson, please contact the National Center for Missing and/or Exploited Children on their website, missingkids.com, or contact the Richmond City Police Department at 804-646-5125, or contact 1-800-LOST, 1-800-843-5678. Ain't No Half Stepping with Marcus J. So it's time for me to close out the show with my rant and my closing. And, you know, a lot of times I have a whole lot to say. Tonight is not one of those nights. I will just leave you tonight with the idea of just taking care of each other. You know, there's so many things that I've seen in social media that kind of upset me, and I won't stand on the soapbox tonight. To be completely honest with you, I just don't have the energy to do it tonight, because a lot of the stuff that we see, you know, y'all know better. Just be careful of the smoke and mirrors, and be careful of the things that are put in front of you to distract you from the real issues at hand. Be careful of your Meek Mill and Drake beef. Be careful of your Caitlyn Jenners. Be careful of all those kinds of things, because the truth of the matter is, you got a guy that's running for president right now who has said some very disparaging things about Mexicans, very disparaging things about black people, and some really nasty things about women, 53% of the electorate. And while we're focused on creating memes that say straight out of this and straight out of that, we are not paying attention to people protesting Bernie Sanders every time he goes and does a rally. Why should we pay attention to that? Because Bernie Sanders might be the president, just like Donald Trump might be the president. Yeah, so it's fun to have fun with the Meek Mill Drake thing, and it's fun to have fun with the straight out of this and the straight out of that thing. But let's just be mindful of what's really important, and let's be mindful of strategically when these things come out, because oftentimes they are put out there to distract you from real issues. And you say, how is Drake and Meek Mill being a distraction for something real? Well, keep in mind that they work for record labels, and record labels are on the boards of private prisons. And private prisons are out there to make money. And private prisons are filled up by the people in the neighborhoods. And the people in the neighborhoods that have low income don't have the resources to have good schools. And so they end up in those jails. So there's a correlation to everything. Now, I'm not going to explain it all to y'all right now, but pay attention. I'll just leave you with that. Pay attention to when things come out and why they come out. And when someone talks to you like they're a conspiracy theorist, they might just be on to something. So before you label them a quack, why don't you go and do some research and see why that duck is quacking. That's the Marcus's unrelated rant that really didn't have nothing to do with what we talked about tonight, but it's all good because that's what we do here. This show in its entirety will air immediately following this showing right now. So if you miss Grace Gilliam talking about Remember How to Love, if you miss K-Dub talking about Mike Brown, if you miss the teenager and his commentary, and Miss Tony and yours truly, you can hear it all in its entirety going on here immediately following the show. Just to give you a quick roundup of the shows for the week. Ain't No Half Step on Marcus J live from the Den Legacy and that radio every single Monday night, 7 p.m. Tuesdays you have Live in Radio hosted by Mr. LP Steven Sykes. But tomorrow I will be in for Mr. LP. So I will be here in studio on Live in Radio. Check us out tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. On Wednesday we have the Uptown Lounge featuring The Great Debate at 8 every single Wednesday night. You got a hip-hop battle at 8 p.m. so you don't want to miss that. On Thursday nights you've got All Throttle Radio, the biker show from an urban perspective. And then The Listening Party, another hip-hop show where they give you hip-hop, underground beats. Them jokers go in, man. You don't want to miss that show. Then Friday, we get you ready for the weekend with the pregame. And then on Saturdays, we play replays of the shows that I just mentioned to you all the way up until the Bob Marley and the Family Reggae Mix playing in the evening, going all night long. We bringing you ska, we're bringing you rock steady, we're bringing you roots, and we're bringing you dance hall. Reggae music all Saturday night on Legacy and That Radio until Sunday morning with Amplified Gospels. 24 hours a day, we are here to give you the best in internet radio on Legacy Internet Radio. Independence is key to building your legacy. Also, we want to say peace to all the stars and all of the squares. In the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty, y'all. Those are the words of Bob Marley, who you hear singing in the background. Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J will air in its entirety immediately following the show. But we will be back here live next week. Peace.